Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tanks Gaming. Today again with another Hearts of Iron 4 video where I play the Man in the High Castle mod with the Rocky Mountains Republic, so the neutral zone. Freed all of the US, lost everything in Asia. Well, I have like a couple more spots which belong to me, but there are no harbors or anything. Did try, well, I actually have one harbor. Nope, it's in the other side, other province. I tried to land in England and actually lost this island. I had captured this island. I didn't pay enough attention while time was running by, which brought me up back to 300k surplus of infantry equipment, which is kind of important. Yeah, therefore we did that. I pulled pretty much everything out of here. I mean, I have the tanks still here guarding the harbors and everything. Also, the Farer are defended by a ton of bombers, of naval bombers, and decided maybe I should do some island hopping in the south to Venezuela and this part of the Great Nazi Reich, maybe even the Panama Canal, to get my coasts a little bit less harassed by the enemy. So therefore I trained another army of 24 Marines, which are basically ready to go. I just need to put my ships in here on convoy escort in this sea zone, which means now they are ready to go, which means now we will nuke the crap out of this island. Boom! Which should be kind of helpful. It was very helpful. We landed. Awesome. Which means we can delete all your orders. That's not connected, right? Is it connected? Can you move just over here? No, you cannot. So there's a little bit more of island hopping involved over here, but also a little bit of building harbor. That harbor needs to be a level 10. Also gonna put in a... We can't put the radar station on it, unfortunately. Can we put an air base on it? We cannot. Good to know. I also trained up 12 more tank divisions, 6 strikers and 6 iron fists, which will be helpful in the, I guess, the push in Venezuela and this part of British Guiana, Suriname and French Guiana. Sorry if I sound weird, I had a couple of teeth taken out, was with the dentist, I tried to fix it, and the result that I had to take it out, also a wisdom tooth, and I still have like a little bit of swollen face, so to say. Maybe we can increase the infrastructure over here. Nope, we cannot. But we can kind of tell you to go anyways. From here to here. What? You cannot? To here. There we are. It was a right click. It takes them 33 days to get ready again. Also, I'm training up a couple of... Let's call it Coast Guard. You're gonna get Field Marshal. Yeah, you can stay teal, actually. You will have orders to guard. Like, if, for example, one can actually already do that. If I'm able to click on it correctly. There we are. So one unit is supposed to come over here to guard this base. And we continue our island hopping. Large ship on low strength, yeah. Guessing my fleet is not doing super great. Nope, we lost a couple of ships already. Still have naval superiority though. Before we go here, let's nuke it once. And before we actually start the naval invasion, we will nuke it a second time. Just because we can. Everybody but you. B move. to this harbor over here. So you're a bit closer. And ready to glow. Ready to go, ready to glow, ready to go. That's you guys. You'll be added to this one over here. Red Army's training is nearly done. Green Army can go. We're gonna nuke it one more time. Boom. Which gives us quite a big boost in trying to land there. Awesome. And I'll actually hit pause here for a second because we landed. We can then delete all orders. There you go. And this army over here. Why is nobody made the move? Because I gave the order to everybody to go there. So okay, we have captured the next harbor. Which means it needs to be upgraded again. It's still just a level 1. Can you build an airbase? So there is a level 10 airbase over here. Awesome. That means we're gonna go and get some airplanes in here. It's a small airbase. Ah, it just got nuked. Naval Bomber Mark III. Yeah, let's get 400 of those guys in here. Do something like that. Awesome. And then you guys can get ready to do a naval invasion from here to the next harbor over here. And we're gonna nuke it the first time. And we need one of Blue Army, for example you, to come over here and guard this harbor over here. Yeah, one is moving over there, the other one is moving down there. Awesome. This is still the same sea zone, so I don't need to adjust anything with my planes or my ships. We should be doing awesome. The 24 Marines are doing awesome as well. I mean, Puerto Rico, Cuba, they are all great. Then we'll land in San Juan at some point. Well, first we're gonna take out all these islands. So there are, what? 1, 2 more naval invasions up here. Then there will be 1 naval invasion down here. And then we're gonna jump to San Juan and jump the islands over here like that. And probably we're gonna land with the Marines over here. And build up a harbor back here. Land with the tanks over here, and then we can send the tanks over and do another naval invasion on Caracas. That's at least my guessing. How big of an army has Venezuela by any chance? Yeah, quite big, but I should be able to crush through them quite fast. Doesn't look like this province is defended. My ships haven't actually seen anything. Oh, my ships are getting destroyed though. Yeah, that's not super great. So in 10 days you should be ready to go. Not even 10 days. What am I saying? 5 days. 4 days. My Marines, well, just tell you to go. Because that should be enemy free. And then I can actually retreat my fleet to a harbor to repair for a bit. How's my fleet doing anyways? Yep, just destroyers left. Awesome. Not really. Yep, Marines are on the way. If I see any enemies... Nope, no enemies there. Cancel. My ships can go back to the harbor for now. Actually, that's also a level 5 harbor. Go to Florida. There you go. Heal up in Florida. You're doing okay-ish over there. Meaning I can get 1 more division up to this front and 1 more division down to this front and maybe 2 divisions over to the next harbor, where I just stationed a ton of dudes. That didn't work. Let's zoom in. Didn't work. It can be kind of tedious trying to draw a defensive line on those little islands. Or a fallback line, I should call it. It's called fallback line, right? Yeah, fallback line. Come on. Do I have to do it up there? Well, if it's not working, just come over here. Like this. Which should be awesome. A red army can stop its training. And actually move down to a harbor. Marines can... well, actually not really. I need to upgrade the harbor first. So I'm getting the islands here in front. I mean, I don't have air coverage over here right now, but I could change that with just moving the planes over. Like, for example, those 400 planes can do their job now over here. Same goes for the fighters. And maybe just you over here as well. Actually, you can move over to this airport, which has been upgraded. There we go. And you can see my planes are doing great work in here. Sinking ships, sinking convoy ships mostly. But that's good. That's something they need to do. Looks rather okay-ish, so we've deleted everything. The bug is already present where it doesn't cancel. Oh, look at that. Ton of convoy ships sunk. I think they tried to land on masses over here, which is not really working out for them. Training-wise, probably do it 2 more times. Actually 3. It should be good. It's just military police units. Well, military police. It's a combat width of 20. Let me show you. It's this one, the neutral zone local police, the first one I had, which has a 1 mountaineer in it. Well, actually I could give you the field hospital as well, and let's give you the logistics company. Save that. That makes them even stronger. But they should be able to hold the harbors. That should be more than possible. You guys should do a naval invasion over here. Oh, actually, yeah, that's 2 more. This one and then this one. But we can probably kind of nuke it. If we had the air superiority. Which we actually do not really have. So in this airport I can probably put in a couple more fighters. If I have any produced. Sabres Mark IIs. Well, I have a lot of Mark 1s, so I give it a wing of 500 Mark 1s. Deploying, you be doing, covering this sea zone, doing that. We already do bomber interruption, yeah, that's awesome. Which means I will be able to nuke it now, but it doesn't look like there are any enemies on this island. My fleet is getting built up, but mostly with destroyers, or basically only destroyers. Well, we have a heavy cruiser now. An Oregon City class, which is also one of the problems. I do not have enough chromium to build all my ships. If we click on that, well, actually it changed a little bit. Okay, awesome. We will have a super heavy battleship in 6 months, which is kind of awesome. And we actually have enough points to switch over to this one over here, the Mark 1, and upgrade it to a Mark... whatever, Mark 2. With reliability up to the maximum. Well, actually, first I like the bomb doors, the bombing bay up to the max. So it can carry more payload. For what reason whatsoever. I'm not using it as a normal, ordinary bomber. They're just bombing. They're just dropping the nukes, actually. So you're kind of ready. That means you will do convoy escort here and here. which means my Marines are ready to go. Gonna take the next island, which means those guys over here are no longer attrition. It's one of the problems because they haven't built up the harbors to the maximum. Delete that, okay. Well, actually, it looks like this harbor has been built up to a decent level. Nope, it's still just a level 1. But we did not nuke it. So that's one of the points which is helpful. Oh, shift. Shift to put it up to 10. And probably also wanna this one in here. Then 2 of you guys coming down here again. Can we draw it in here? No, not this. Okay, let's try it from the harbor up here. From the harbor up here. Well, it doesn't bode well, so yeah, just come over here. Capture that, and you guys will get the next invasion order right away to this island over here. Prepare. Probably losing ships again left and right. Nah, actually I'm doing okay right now. Did sink a couple of ships. Also, my guess is we might get... Oh, that's just a small one. I'm guessing I'm losing quite a lot of planes up here as well. Let me check. Nah, it keeps up on 700. Normal bombers, and this airport just has naval bombers in it. I'm hoping that they waste a ton of divisions trying to land up here, so I might get a chance in the future when I'm done with this South American bit here, which I also started to influence the Brazilian population. Let's do not justify a war goal. Invite defection won't work, but we could improve our relations for a little bit. And what does Brazil have? They have a lot of rubber, kinda. We will get a ton of oil in Venezuela and aluminium in this area. So yeah, there's no point in taking over Brazil. We would need a lot of chromium, which we already get from Cuba. Turkey, we are not at war with Turkey, so there's no point in getting there. South... Oh, Africa would be also decent in chromium. So... there is something said about landing in Africa, actually. We might gonna try that. We're actually gonna land in Africa and take over Africa. I mean, we have the buffer zone over here. With Spain and Vichy France, we are at war. So we have to delete all of that down here. But there's something to be said about getting that chromium. Take away the resources from... well, they still have a ton of resources back here. Over here they have still enough resources. But still, I mean, taking away all their chromium, because chromium is the thing I'm lacking most of. Well, actually rubber at the moment as well. But rubber we can still get from Central Australia. There we go. Chromium a little bit more would be nice, but I already get the chromium from everybody who is willing to give me chromium. So there's that. Why are you not preparing? Because I was paused. Damn it. I'm an idiot. Also, those two guys should make it over here rather easily. We'll take this one and then move on to take San Juan. Puerto Rico. State owner, foreign claims. That's actually still United States of America. Interesting. Well, not United States, Nazi America. It's their new capital. Which doesn't really change. They have still are capitulated, right? Who does need to capitulate by any chance anyway? Let me check again if that would work to pop up. So the Great Nazi Reich, Reichskommissariat, Ukraine, Moscovian, then Vichy France, Nationalist Spain, and Brittany. Britannia has to capitulate. So this port, this port, this port, this port, this port, and this port need to capitulate. Which should be doable. I think. I hope. But yeah, Cuba, we are still friends with Cuba. I mean, if they would join our faction, that would be awesome. But they're just trading with us and not really liking us. As long as they do not join the... Let me check. Axis? Yep, as long as they don't join the Axis, I'm all good with that. If they join the Axis at some point, we will have to crush them. Mexico is doing well as well. They have finally covered their whole coast, guarding it from naval invasions or naval incursions. They haven't really tried or managed to land anywhere up north in a while. Haven't really tried it down here either. What they do keep still trying is Iceland, the area of Iceland. Well, Farer first. Don't know if they can't really reach Iceland directly, but there is a possibility to that. So my Marines are ready to go. Send them out. Oh, actually occupied. And we do not have air superiority right now. There it was, but I missed it. Oh, no need to nuke it anymore. Delete the orders. We have the harbor. My ships go back to the harbor for right now. Ooh, I have a super heavy battleship. Oh no, battle cruiser. And a heavy cruiser. Yeah, go back to harbor. There's still this one up here. For now, production-wise, we are looking okay-ish. In 3 months, we will have a super heavy battleship. We're gonna wait for the super heavy battleship before we do anything else. And we will upgrade the harbor down here as well. Harbor. Shift click it. Yep. Can we build some radar? It already has level 6 radar. Awesome. Does it have anti-air? It already has. And we will give it level 10 base defense, so to say. So yeah, you two guys. Maybe this island is finally too big that we can actually draw. Yes, we can. Yep. There you go. You have your orders. And the Caribbean Sea, yeah. They tried to land here again with decent amount. Probably like 20, probably like 5 divisions or something like that. And yeah, at some point of the game when it runs long enough, if you can't right click up here and it doesn't disappear anymore. We could integrate Menjuko to our puppet, but Menjuko is not really in existence anymore, so... Communist. American Communist Party. Yeah, that's me. So... Manage occupied territory. I mean, I could release nation, I could release Japanese Pacific states, that doesn't really help me. And we could return territory. People's Republic of China, let's do that. The Liberators, they're part of my nation and they're immediately back at war. Yeah, that didn't work out the way I was thinking. I was hoping, yeah, but I forgot they don't start with any divisions. So there's that. There would also be an airport on here. How big is the airport? A level 10 airport. Awesome. So close air support. Mark IIs. We're not producing them anywhere. But we could probably get some naval bombers in there, like a wing of 200. Probably some jet fighters. Mark IIs like 200. And tell them to be active in this sea zone doing that stuff. So that gives me a little bit more coverage in the sea zone. Which should help my battleships, or my ships actually, which there is now, no, there's still not. 2 months till the battleship is ready. Tell you what, guys, I'm gonna put a con in here, and I'm gonna wait the 2 months till my battleship is ready before I try to attempt the landings on Jamaica and then San Juan on Puerto Rico. Then we keep on hopping the islands over here till we finally invade Venezuela and take away this part from the Greater Nazi Reich as well. Probably Panama as well. Let's take out the Panama Canal as well. I think that would be a decent idea. And at this time I'm keep thinking about if I should go into Africa or not. It probably is worth it. Take out Africa. I mean, I have the buffer here from the new Roman Empire, which is its own faction, and we are not at war with it. They actually do like us quite a bit. I don't know if they like the Germans even more. We will see. We will give it a try. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please hit the like button. You can also subscribe to the channel or follow me on Facebook or Twitter. Links to that will be in the video description, like always. And like always, guys, one more time, thank you very much for watching. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye.